Today is finally the day of the appointment, 23rd of January, and it's been a long few days waiting for the appointment. Not that today any answers will be given, but at least it gets the process started. Last week we got a call from the midwives that said basically my levels of, I guess it's the blood work, showed that the baby might have a Down syndrome, so further testing is required. So they referred us to the genetics department at North York General, which is where I delivered Adriana. So it makes me feel a little better because I'm familiar with the hospital and I feel like I can trust them there for some reason. So that's where we're heading now. The appointment's at 1 p.m. It's 12:30 now. I think we're good. There's not much traffic. And yeah, how are you feeling?
I guess I'm anxious a little bit. I'd like to see, I want to talk to the doctors and get more information. I don't like reading online, so I read like a little bit just to calm my nerves, because when I first heard it, I got, obviously the initial panic and the thoughts started coming. So yeah, I had to try to do a lot of self-work and calm myself down. And for 2 days, obviously, I was basically looking at the ground the entire time and not in the best states, but now I'm a little better. It's once you start looking into it and talking, my brother's a doctor too, so we started talking a little bit more and knowing that this is a little more, it's more routine to make sure that this, whatever the blood work or the indicators of the blood work, it's not necessarily Down. So it's not like, in my mind it was like, okay, baby has Down syndrome and now we have to prepare for this, and it's not like that at all. This is much more routine when there's some minor abnormalities, because they want to take precautions. So that helped me to alleviate the anxiety, and that's it. Now let's just go there and talk to the doctor and see what happens.
Yeah. When I first heard the news, it was actually the day I was filming morning routine. So it was actually interesting because the conversation got recorded as I was filming. I was feeding Adriana, so I didn't even remember that until I was editing the video and I saw the footage. I cried and I didn't know anything. I mean, obviously I know what, like, I've seen people with Down syndrome, but I didn't know what it is, what happens. Like, I had no idea what any of that meant. So naturally, as any person of the 21st century, I went online and started, watching videos and stuff, and cried some more. And one of the videos, it was a lady that, a family that were foster parents, and they would foster a lot of kids, and they specifically would choose kids with Down syndrome because obviously nobody wants them. And she said something at the end that really struck a chord and kind of made me start going towards making peace with it. And she said, listen, just, you have to grieve. If you find out obviously that it's Down, you have to grieve the child that you thought you were going to have, and then make peace with the fact, with what's happening. And if you can't handle it yourself, at least give birth to it and put it up for adoption, because there are people that specifically want children with Downs. So that wasn't the thing that struck a chord was, you kind of have to go through that period of grieving, because in your mind, for since you find out, you already visualize a certain life and a certain dynamic and certain relationships. And if it is in fact, if the baby does have Downs, it's like your life changes, not necessarily for the worse. It just will be more challenging, of course, but it just will be different. So you kind of have to grieve that part and start visualizing a new life. So it's just, life is very interesting. I feel at peace either way because I love this baby no matter what. But I didn't think I was gonna cry, because I actually felt fine after that. But I guess now talking about it brings me back to those feelings. So we'll see what happens. I really do feel at peace. I just want to know, you know, I just want to know what's going on, and I don't like surprises, so I want to know for sure, and I want to feel prepared either way. So yeah, right. So that's it. Now we'll go there, and likely we get the blood work done. There's two types of testing you can do: blood work, which is less invasive but less accurate, and then a thing called amniocentesis or something, which is more invasive because they take I think fluid or samples or genes or whatever from the baby or your fluid, whatever, but it comes with more risk. So the midwife briefly mentioned that one of the risks is a chance of a miscarriage, but we don't know any yet. Like, you know, obviously we want to talk to the specialist and hear more about what it entails and what it means, what it can do, and then we'll make, you know, decisions as we go, one step at a time. So I just had the blood work drawn for the test, and now it's Demetri's turn to get the blood work. We're testing for something. He's gonna come in. Okay.
She's in the picture when you're painting.
Oh, that
Before the kids.
That happened when I was younger.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna survive, babe.
I know you're doing it.
You're gonna survive. I'm gonna take it, Jack.
Yeah, bigger yours?
Yeah, I'm okay. I survived.
Okay, what are you just showing your arm?
Here.
Here, let's see. Thanks, babe. I think
You're gonna be okay.
What you did is you put this here, you put the paper like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, that's right. Look at this big hunky guy. Breathe, breathe. You're gonna survive. He's actually not lying. He's really nervous.
Who's nervous? Have you seen?
You can do it too.
Oh my god.
You're
And
gonna
she
be
is,
okay.
you know, guys, your age. Yeah, distraction.
There's no distracting
idea.
necessary. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
The nervous laughter. His palms are sweating. This is very funny. Sweaty palms. There you go. You're gonna be okay. See?
Open.
A little poke. You can release your wrist. There you go. What are we testing for again?
Just regular hemoglobin, sickle cell.
Sickle cell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, if you're a carrier of something.
Just regular test from the
Yeah.
genetic.
Okay, great. You survived. So we are done at the hospital, drew the blood, so we decided to go with the blood work, which is 99% accurate and obviously less invasive. It's just they draw the blood from your arm, and takes now like 10 to 14 days, calendar days, so not business days, which is good to know. So now we just wait. And after going over all the numbers with the genetics consultant, I think that we both feel better, like reassured that the chances are more on the lower end than the higher end. So just now we just wait, like I said, right? How are you feeling?
Yes, much better. I like numbers. I need to know what's going on, right? And I need to quantify it. So after the, like Leyla said, after the discussion with the geneticist, and you know what factors were abnormal, it seemed that, I think she called it a pink flag. It's not even a red flag, because one of the blood factors was a little low, and
placental hormone.
yeah, placental growth factor was a little low, and so they always, as a precaution, because they've noticed a trend where Down syndrome babies also present these types of, you know, what's it called, percentages in the growth factor, that it's a flag for them to do further testing. So we need to do further testing, but even the range of which the risk factor, we were on the high range. So, you know, I think she was mentioning, is it 1 out of 350 births? That's where that's the cutoff for when they do further testing, and we were at 1 in 300. And I think our usual is 1 in 600. So for our age and where we are in the pregnancy. So but she's seen even up to high as 1 and 2, which is, you know, I guess reassuring. But like I said, the fact that all the other blood factors and even the nuchal test show that they're all within normal range is very reassuring. And you know, now we just wait for the blood test, and I, you know, I'm confident that it's going to come back and our baby's going to be normal, healthy, and this will just be, I guess, a bump in the road towards having a wonderful, healthy, beautiful baby.
Basically, if the result is negative, meaning it doesn't have, it would mean that the baby would have like 1 in 10,000 chance of being born down because of the 99%, I guess, right? So that's obviously like a very low risk.
99.9.
Yeah, 99.9. But yeah, so you know, just take it one day at a time, and I think ultimately the lesson, as always, is it doesn't matter really what is going on in your life. Ultimately, what determines your experience is your attitude. So it could be, you know, the worst news ever, that you have some terminal illness or whatever, you know, but it's your attitude. It's, you know, the circumstance itself is really neutral. It's us who gives it meaning, you know, and ultimately we are the ones that have the final say as far as like, how do you want to look at it, you know, how do you want to interpret it, how do you want to define it for yourself. So I think that's further solidifying my outlook on life, that it's just, it all comes down to your attitude in life, and you're in control of that. Nobody can control that for you or affect it for you. So work on yourself, and if you want a positive experience, then you are in charge of that, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. We'll find out in 10 to 14 days, and we'll take it from there. Hey guys, so today is what's today?
February 1st.
Oh, February 1st, that's right, first of the month. Wow. And today in the morning or afternoon, I got the call from the genetic specialist that we saw on the 23rd, I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's actually been a week and 1 day, and they said the results will be in 10 to 14 days, so it's like even less time, which is great, because obviously, you know, we were anxious. And don't mind, I just looked up to see what I look like. We both look very tired. It's 10:30, I don't know what time it is. So it's late at night. Well, not late at night, but
well, late for
tired people. So anyhow, so we got the results back, and they came out negative. And what that basically means is that it's low risk. They test for not just Down syndrome, but like she said, for all chromosomal diseases. So trisomy 18, 23, whatever. I don't know.
I think. Can't remember.
Yeah, so whatever it is that they tested for, and then that test that you did and I did too.
Sickle cell.
Yeah, that too. All came low risk. So for Down syndrome, it means that it went from when they did the original test, the points that they tested, which was the proteins, right?
Yeah.
The numbers showed that it could have been like 1 in 300, but it's not a thorough Down syndrome test, which is why they do further testing, which is what I did, which is NIPT, I think it's called. So anyhow, so we went from 1 in 300, which is why like and the cutoff is 1 in 350, to now 1 in 10,000. And at this point, they give you a chance, or a choice rather, to leave it as is, or go and do the amniocentesis or synthesis, which is they say 100% accurate, because this one, the blood work, is 99% accurate. But I think for us, we're just gonna leave it as is, because I think for me, I would like to know with 100% accuracy, but there's a risk of miscarriage, and it doesn't really make sense to go through that if we were gonna keep the baby anyways. So it doesn't really make a difference, apart from like you knowing with more accuracy. But
I think this is pretty accurate. 1 in 10,000.
Yeah, I think too. Like, I think we're okay with 1 in 10,000, you know, chance. But again, I think ultimately, like, until the baby is born and out of you in our arms, we're not gonna know. But I mean, it does make you feel more relieved and just very grateful, and hoping that the baby will be healthy, and you know, that's it, right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think it took a while, right, to digest the whole, that experience.
You're so tall, I have to like bring the camera all the way up.
Like I think I've mentioned it before, the range of emotions that you feel when you're confronted with this type of news, but after being able to sit down and talk and try to make sense of everything, process it, I think whichever way, whatever was going to happen, we're going to love and care and cherish the baby regardless of anything that the outcome was going to say. So it's going to come into a loving, caring family with lots of support and loving grandparents and sister, and so we were ready for whatever was going to happen.
Yeah, as ready as you can be, really, right, with something like this. But anyway, so yeah, we decided that we'll share that video, the original vlog video, and we just wanted to film a little conclusion to that, because I couldn't just post that without like letting you guys know what the results are. And even though we both look tired and awful, it doesn't matter. We just wanted to share with you guys, because I really feel like you guys are like our YouTube family, and we get so much love and support and just kindness and compassion from you guys that yeah, I think it's nice to share our journey just in a real way,
and help others that
maybe
go through the same
exactly
thing, right?
Who knows what people go through and how you can affect someone, right? So hopefully just sharing our story will somehow help or inspire or do something positive out there. So that's it, we're gonna sign off. I'm gonna have to go and edit the video now and post it, and you have to go to sleep because you have to wake up early.
I'm showing my chin to them.
All right guys, we love you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.